Hi everyone, this is the International Journalism Festival. I'm Alessio Jacona, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Paul Steiger, Editor-in-Chief, President and Chief Executive of ProPublica, a news site which has just won the Pulitzer Prize. Mr. Steiger, which is your definition of ProPublica in very few words?
We're a non-profit, nonpartisan news organization dedicated to exposing abuse of power, failure to uphold the public interest by powerful organizations, publishing that information and thereby giving the public in the United States the ability to make change.
What is ProPublica business model?
Well, we're not a business, so we don't really have a business model. We have an economic model. Basically, we have a budget of $10 million that's supported by philanthropy, and we spend that money to produce the kind of journalism that we hope will have results.
Is this hard to do?
It's a lot of fun to do. It's challenging. It's rewarding when you have success. And we're all energized and excited by it.
Newspapers are struggling to survive. Are paywalls a solution, in your opinion?
I think paywalls can help. The Wall Street Journal, where I used to work for many years, charges for its web customers, and I've been told, I'm gone from there, but I've been told it earns $100 million in subscription charges for that operation. The New York Times is planning later this year or early next to introduce a paywall for frequent users of its excellent website. The Financial Times does a similar thing. So I think that there is some movement in this direction. It's not a magic bullet. It's not going to generate enough money to restore the kind of economic power that newspapers had for 40 years, but it will be a help.
When online, people are using more and more tools to filter news. Someone says there's the risk of an echo chamber phenomenon, where the reader can live an entire life without encountering a different opinion. Do you think it's true?
I don't think it's literally true, but I think it's an important issue that if you set up your news filters so that you're only getting information from people who have the same point of view, you're going to miss things that challenge you intellectually. And I think there is that danger, but luckily there are enough surprises. We encounter media that isn't filtered, so that I think your hermit, your digital hermit, is likely to be rare.
We are used to say that the internet revolution is based on a one-to-one conversation, but experiences like yours prove that the one-to-many model is still powerful. What do you think will be the evolution of this paradigm?
I do think that the one-to-many paradigm is a useful model, but even now there is a lot of interactivity in our model. We encourage people to comment on what we produce. We have a network of 4,000 volunteer journalists who help us cover things and from whom we get information. So the gathering of important information by skilled professionals and the distribution to a large audience, that's a useful, important thing, but it can be enhanced through interactivity, just like everything else on the web.
Is there a chance you will localize ProPublica in other countries, for Italy, for example?
I think we should get it right in the US first.
Oh, I see. One last question. Are you going to save journalism?
Journalism doesn't need us to save it. Journalism will survive, and we're happy to make our contribution.
Thank you very much, Mr. Steiger.
Thank you.